Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Got some more Raincoat, chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 4. And we're inside the Mystery Labyrinth with Vivia, finally. Feels like it's taken quite a while to get to this point.
You mean Dr. Huesca's murder? Or are you talking about when Chief Yako was attacked?
Huh? You remember? Everyone else that came here lost their memories.
That's pretty rare. Must be because of his whole spiritual thing.
So the others lost their memories.
How rude of them. It's thanks to yours truly that those cases got solved.
That reminds me, I used my coalescence with Fubuki before Vivia, but Vivia is the only one who came into the Mystery Labyrinth.
I guess coalescence got overridden. Maybe it only takes the most recent ability. I don't know either.
You don't know? But coalescence is your power, Shinigami.
Relax, will ya? Minor detail.
You would have been better off with Fubuki. She would have been far more useful for this case.
It doesn't matter anyway. No one can use their forte here.
Oh. So now I really don't have to do anything. Thank goodness. What a relief.
Jeez! You ever think your lack of motivation could be contagious?
Hey, relax.
Relax! What are you getting so upset about? He's just chilling. He's a very... Actually, how does he run? I can't look behind me. Yeah, it's kind of what I expect. Very laxative, very lethargic. Classic. Okay, so the running theory... The theory is a little bit preposterous, but I still think it's a Yako thing.
Huh? I wish they wouldn't spring out of nowhere like that.
I thought this labyrinth would only require your wits. But it looks like it's going to take more than that, Yuma.
Well, he doesn't have a whole lot of wits, so he doesn't have a choice.
Huh? Why didn't a problem appear?
Not only was there no problem, no choice appeared either. Master, maybe you don't even know which mystery to start with to solve this case.
Yeah, there's so many unknowns. I'm honestly feeling lost right now.
Come on! You gotta know where to start with this stuff, or you won't be able to solve a single thing. Let's decide that for now. What's the first mystery of this case?
The first mystery is... the fact that Dr. Huesca was murdered in a completely locked room with no way in or out. The doctor was located deep in the critical lab, behind layers of security. And yet, he was found stabbed to death. We were the first to discover the body. At the time, we were controlling the robot, Amapel. Because of that, we were thought to be the culprits. But we obviously aren't. So how did the culprit get in and out of the doctor's lab? That's what I don't know.
But the culprit is definitely the hitman, right?
I think so, but I'm not absolutely sure. Besides, even if the hitman did it, there's the question of who hired him. But there's no doubt the hitman stabbed Chief Yako. That's the only thing I'm absolutely certain about.
Peacekeepers?
Kanai Ward's garbage. What are you doing here?
Yomi Hell Smile.
So the director of the Peacekeepers is here.
Yeah, but he's just part of the Mystery Labyrinth.
I figured. In other words, he's a monster created from the labyrinth, right?
Right.
You pieces of shit. Disturbing the peace of Kanai Ward!
The fuck?
This guy doesn't seem like an easy opponent.
You know who he kind of looks like? He kind of looks like, I think it was Zeus from SMT5 had kind of like a look like this, half black, half white type thing.
But we have no choice. For Chief Yako, for everyone.
You killed Dr. Huesca, didn't you? Turn yourselves in so I can torture you to death!
Turn yourselves in this second. Yeah, this case is gonna be kind of tough because I'm not getting the feeling they're telling us much. Feels very, figure it out by yourself type of thing. Which is what I'm best at, though. Coping. Okay. Let's take a look at our stuff first. Security log, security power supply, toxic gas, shoe print. Okay. 30 minutes. Alright.
Ones who killed Dr. Weska. You
Game seems kind of loud, doesn't it? Maybe that's my imagination. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit of a smidgen. You can tell me if it's too much, too little, whatever. Sometimes my audio settings get reset, which is, by the way, really obnoxious. So, hopefully this fixes it. Alrighty, cool.
who disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab. And then murdered him inside. Until you actually entered the lab, the security system for the critical lab stayed active.
I think that's true, actually. Yes. Yes, yes. Actually, I guess we could use this one, potentially.
It's impossible to bypass the system while it's active. In other words, no one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be an intruder.
Couldn't be an intruder. Well, Shinigami will give us a hint.
Which makes you the culprit.
Right.
Would have been pretty tough to get through the security system under the critical lab. Doctor died before we got inside. So I think it's the last one, or maybe the second last one. I think maybe the shoe print.
The ones who killed Dr. Weska.
I think it's the shoe print.
You disarmed the security lab. And then murdered him.
Until you actually enter the lab.
The security system for the critical lab stayed active.
Okay.
It's impossible to bypass the system while it's active.
I think it's a shoe print.
In other words, no one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be an intruder.
Okay, nice. Actually got it right. That wasn't that easy. I feel like there was a lot of smoke and mirrors with that one.
When the body was first discovered, Amapal was about to enter the doctor's lab, but something bumped into it and knocked it over. In fact, there was a mark on Amapal's head, like someone kicked it. That mark wasn't there when we borrowed it. It's proof that someone else was in the lab.
You call that evidence? Is bullshit the only thing that comes out of that mouth?
Bullshit. Wait, do we have to do another one? Oh, fuck. Okay.
Shit. There was an intruder?
Okay, I tried to rebuttal that. I got baited. Relax.
Don't make me laugh. Shit. There was an intruder? That's impossible. And in fact, you proved that yourself.
Okay, well, it has to be that one.
Damn.
Has to be that one.
Shit. There was an intruder? That's impossible. And in fact, you proved that yourself.
That claim doesn't hold up.
I mean, I think that was a bit of a silly rebuttal, but whatever. Whatever, it's fine. A bit silly.
What do you mean? We proved there wasn't an intruder.
You still don't understand? Don't make me laugh.
Got some new solution keys. Damn, this fight's pretty tough though. He is not giving up without a fight. Vent in critical lab. It's probably this one. It's usually the one with the most text.
Where did they go? By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right?
I think that's correct. Yeah. Yeah, none of these really point to it.
There's no place to hide in the critical room. There's no way they got past you. Or are you saying they slipped away and you missed it?
Slipped away. I don't think so. I think it's a lab map. I think it's something else.
That's obviously impossible. Isn't that funny? You just proved you committed the crime.
Right.
We didn't see anyone on our way to the lab. How could the culprit have hidden from us? I feel like, wasn't it like, didn't he slip out when we opened the door? I feel like he slipped out when we opened the door, didn't we? That one, when we opened the door of Amapal? I feel like that was the answer. It's not that one. Actually, isn't this like... Cannot open or close. I feel like it's this one. I feel like it's an airlock contamination, but this is difficult.
If there was another intruder,
This do be a difficult one.
then where did they go? By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right? There's no place to hide in the critical room. There's no way they got past you.
I feel like, yeah, they did though.
Or are you saying they slipped away and you missed it?
I feel like it is that one though, I really do.
Say,
There's a space in the room that person could fit in?
That's right.
Wait, really? Somebody actually hid in the lab? Where? It's found hidden behind a house plant. Which of these, where were they hidden? What? Cover of these cannot open or close. I feel like it has to be this one. I feel like it has to be this one with the hidden thing.
The scene.
there was no one else, right? There's no place to hide.
Hide in the critical lab.
I don't know, that felt, I don't know. I don't really agree with that, but whatever, it's fine. I don't know, that doesn't feel like, I don't know what to say to that. I feel like it should be different.
It's a hiding spot. It's inside the airlock's decontamination device.
Is it really though?
The vent cover can be easily removed, and there's just enough space for someone to fit inside.
Okay, that completely, I must have been really tired that day when I went to that area because I don't remember that. I feel like, I thought it was something to do with them getting past us.
If they hid inside the decontamination device, we wouldn't have seen them when we arrived at the scene.
So what? You've got it all wrong anyway. Everything is wrong. Your existence is all wrong. Have fun chasing that fake truth you found.
It's all wrong. Everything's wrong.
We managed to defeat him this time, but it's not over yet.
He sure is persistent, huh?
Anyway, there's no doubt someone else was inside the doctor's lab. So let's unravel each mystery one at a time.
All right, we'll get it this time.
I think this has the potential to be the best case, by the way.
Why does it have to be so sudden?
Okay, now that we've wedged our way into this mystery, we just gotta head through the labyrinth and reach the truth.
Okay, well they're giving us a very easy first one, if you ask me. Was there an intruder? Well, of course there was. Of course there wasn't. Yeah, okay, let's not be silly. We'll have plenty of time to be silly later.
Right here!
We're just now getting to the point. What a pain.
Hey, don't sigh. This is a good thing.
Sorry.
Anyway, let's head inside.
No sign allowed, mister. Stupid Vivia.
There was an intruder for sure. I know someone bumped into Amapal.
The culprit probably hit Amapal on their way out. After that, they must have intended to leave the lab. But they couldn't because we were in the front chamber. So they hid inside the decontamination device to avoid us.
So, if you checked inside the decontamination device on the way to the scene, you would have caught the culprit then and there.
Yeah, but it was an emergency and we had no idea they were in there.
It's super lame to make up excuses, Master.
It's not an excuse. But it is true. If I had thought about why Amapal was knocked over at that time, I would have realized the culprit was in there. We could have waited in ambush or searched for... And if I'd caught the culprit then, Chief Yaka wouldn't have gotten stabbed.
Master, wallowing in regret is even lamer. If you have time for that, you have time to keep going.
Right.
Keep going, Yuma. Oops. Yeah, oh god. I need to change that noise. Whatever. It's not that annoying, is it? Let me just see what that was. Is a work notification. You know how these things are. Anyway, I think this has the potential to be the best case yet. Just because, like, I don't know.
Another fork in the path.
I think it's because there's more on the line this time with characters I actually care about. Because I think the problem is... You know, I was thinking about this. But a big disadvantage between Raincode and Danganronpa is the people who get murdered, except for this case, have all been non-characters. Like, I don't care about them. Meanwhile, in Danganronpa, you get attached to the characters very quickly. And it's like, I don't give a fuck who got murdered in cases 1 through 3. Like, I don't care about the Clockwork guy or whatever. But if it was like, and I think that's why Case 0 I like so much. Because it was actually about the other detectives. So I think that's interesting.
Seems like we're finally at the central question. This is the first step to solving how the culprit committed an impossible murder.
I leave the rest to you. I'm going to read a book or something.
You can bring your own stuff into the mystery labyrinth?
He's just special.
Okay. So I think it has to be the left one because I don't think it's invited because he was like, Who are you? Didn't he say that? Did he say who are you or did he say what are you doing here? Because if he said what are you doing here, then you could kind of say he got invited. Obviously he entered, or they entered. I think it has to be the left one.
Come on.
Yes, yes, yes. I think it has to be this one. I don't really see what the other option is. It makes sense, but I guess we'll find out.
Right here.
culprit used the blackout to slip past security and into the lab. That answer is pretty simple. Almost too simple.
Huh? A trap?
Guess you were wrong, Yuma. Well, I already knew that before you entered.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
You wanted me to tell you? You should have said so earlier.
Wait a second. Is my crackpot, like, theory correct?
People only grow by learning from past mistakes, which is why I purposely...
Master, we have to get out of here!
How do we get out?
Use logic to show how this route is the wrong one!
All right, I'll try.
Oh, fuck. Why is deactivate security by cutting power not correct? Security power supply. Yeah, I don't know how I forgot that one, but I did. I wonder if he was... Oh my god, he never entered in the first place?
Grid, and the lab switchboard wasn't in the electrical room. The security wouldn't shut off, even if there was a blackout in the building.
I think it's almost fun to pick the wrong answer, because isn't that I think that's the very first time I've ever done it in that special
I
way.
may have messed up, but at least we got a little closer to the truth.
Copium.
Maybe, but if you hadn't messed up in the first place, you wouldn't have to come up with such a lame excuse.
I know. I'll do better next time.
Don't judge me. I'm really wondering if my crackpot theory is correct. That invited in by the doctor. I very wonder about that. Never entered in the first place. Ah. Yes, yes. He was in the airlock, and that's when we opened the door. Wait. No. That doesn't make sense. Because the doctor was like, "Who are you?" He had to have been in the lab. What the fuck? What did he say? What did the doctor say? Like, what was his reaction? Like, I don't even know. Like, what did he say? Did he say, "Who are you?" Or did he say, "What are you doing here?" Because if he said, "What are you doing here?" you could say it's this one.
Right here.
Right here.
The doctor invited the culprit in? But why?
Things are so muddled now because we're assuming the culprit forced their way inside. If the culprit was invited to the lab, then he easily would have been able to enter.
Ah, so you think the doctor disabled the security? He wouldn't need it if he was expecting a guest.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this is wrong.
Huh? This route is wrong too?
Too wrong. Oh my god.
Not to worry, Yuma. I don't mind it at all if we can't find a way to move forward.
Sheesh. Even I'm losing motivation. You can take care of this on your own, can't you, Master?
Don't let him influence you.
Listen, I just want to spend more time with Vivia. I know the answer, but I'm trying to get it wrong. Okay. It's probably this one. At least I'm getting those right. Copium.
The log on the doctor's computer didn't show any signs of security getting shut down. If that's the case, he certainly didn't cut security just to let someone in.
Yeah, whatever.
No excuses, Master. Do it again.
I know.
You're tough.
I don't need to hear it. Okay, I know I'm stupid. So how the fuck did he never enter? Because the doctor in the video was like, "What are you doing here?" And he's looking at him. And he's in the lab, so how the fuck did he get in? Or how the fuck did he never enter? I can't wait to find out.
Right here.
Culprit never.
Perhaps the intruder is not the culprit after all.
So you're saying that the doctor committed suicide? If the doctor committed suicide, then the culprit wasn't the intruder, but the doctor himself.
But if the doctor did it, there would be no intruder. The doctor was already in the lab.
Yes, okay, so I'm not stupid. I knew all three of these
This was the
sounded
last
like
route.
stupid.
This labyrinth
Yes.
is a tricky one.
I feel
It's
redeemed.
like
I'm not
one of
totally an
those
idiot.
old detective novels. Perhaps you're the real culprit, Yuma.
Really, Master?
Of course not. Focus. We need to get out of here.
Cause stab wounds in the back. How could he even stab himself in the back? That's very difficult. Also, that's not where I was going with it. I wasn't going with suicide when we
That's
picked that
right.
option. I was going with something
The doctor
else.
was stabbed 3 times in the back. One stab would have indicated that he held the knife in place, then fell on it to kill himself. But he couldn't have made 3 wounds like that. There's no way it was a suicide.
As expected, getting jebaited by Raincoat. See, I knew all 3 of those options weren't perfect.
What's going on? Were all 3 routes wrong?
I wonder what it means.
See, I knew it was some stupid shit. I'm not totally inept. I kind of know what I'm doing. Very, like, very, very minorly.
Hey, there's another door.
I get it! Since we proved that every possibility was wrong, a new one has appeared.
Interesting. The mystery labyrinth not only materializes the case, but also changes based on your investigation.
Right. Something felt off about those other routes. It's almost like we were forced to choose the wrong way.
But by eliminating each wrong answer one by one, you opened the path to the right answer.
You sound disappointed.
Who cares? Let's just see what's in the final route!
Bzing!
They use spectral projection to enter and kill him?
Then, the culprit is... I can't believe the culprit entered the labyrinth with us. That's never happened before. How dare you trick me! There is no escape! Once the mystery labyrinth is solved, the culprit will be judged! Master, let's finish up this mystery labyrinth and both kill this dude!
Hold on.
I kind of, I mean, I kind of said something about this, but not entirely. I very, very lightly hinted at it. Oh look, the wrong answer again.
Huh? Another trap?
That's why I said to wait. There's no way Vivi is the culprit.
Then, prove it and beat this thing! I won't be convinced until you do!
Because, well, you can't kill anybody in spectral form. Yeah, so that's obvious. Nice try, though. Nice try. I like how they're leading us on these wrong trails, now that I know I'm not stupid.
To begin with, nothing can be touched while in ghost form. He couldn't have held the murder weapon, the knife. So it's not possible that he stabbed the doctor. Now do you trust Vivia?
Master, I've said this 1,000 times, but a detective must suspect everything. Besides, it's his fault for being so sketchy. The way he looks, how he talks, everything is super suspicious.
Sorry. I do try to stay out of sight.
Anyway, let's go back.
If he's not the culprit, then we're back to square one.
By the way, the music in this game is really good. It sounds very Danganronpa-y, but I mean, for me, that's fine. Some of the tracks are unique though, like, this one doesn't really sound like Danganronpa.
Let's try going back to the fork in the path. Maybe something else changed.
Copium. I need to stop saying that, by the way. I need to like set up like a shock collar on my like skin whenever I utter those words. Such a filthy, disgusting habit.
Nothing's changed.
There aren't any new doors. What? There's nowhere to go? What was the point of eliminating all the other paths?
Come on.
Don't start with that again. How about you help us for a change? You better cooperate, unless you want to get chopped up by Master Solution Blade.
Hold on, Shinigami.
I don't want to get chopped up. I dislike pain immensely. But you know, the journey up to now wasn't a waste. We did eliminate many possibilities.
But that means nothing if we can't reach the truth.
Nothing? Why do you want the truth in the first place?
Huh?
It's easy to say you want the truth. But are you sure you can handle it? No matter how cruel the truth may be?
Can I handle it?
I'm still not sure if you're the kind of person who can. I bet you're not sure either. That's why you're still so hesitant. This mystery labyrinth also reflects your reluctance. Maybe that's why you can't reach the truth.
What are you talking about? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I won't hesitate to expose the truth.
So you still haven't realized it? Guess you're not quite there yet. Well, that's fine for now. But eventually, you'll be forced to make a choice. When that happens, you have to prove your conviction and expose the truth. Like you said.
Enough nonsense. Let's find some clues.
As an apology for the distraction, let me tell you something. This labyrinth appears to change shape by reflecting our investigation. So, instead of following the revealed path, isn't it possible to carve your own path?
Carve my own path? That's right, Shinigami! We can create new routes with our own deductions. Maybe we can do it here.
Sometimes, just a slight change in perspective is enough to completely change how you see things.
So if I change my perspective here, I might see something new. I see. I was so focused on how to overcome the security system. But that's not right. I need to change my perspective and think about who could have overcome it.
Don't box yourself in with your own assumptions.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
I hate when the anemic vampire tells us what to do. But if Master wants to, then fine. I'll lend you my power. Lay it all out, Master.
Beach time. Kinda wish there was more mini games, but I get it. It's not supposed to be like 50 of them, but would have been nice. Even though I do love this one. Okay, what is the puzzle? Let's see. Who's capable of overcoming the security system? Amapal, maybe? Yoink.
That's right.
Yeah, I kind of figured it was this one. Also, why is this thing? It goes so slow. So that means it could have been the security guy, or the researcher. That was an easy one. In fact, most of those are pretty easy, except for the very first one. Do you remember the very first one in Chapter 0? They were like, oh, what did they say? Some stupid shit. They were like, how did the train get moved? And it was like, I don't even remember what it was. I just remember I said derailed over and over, which obviously was not the right answer.
A new route appeared.
This is all thanks to me.
Perhaps I said too much. Well, nothing has been solved yet.
I wish you'd express yourself a little better. How can we tell if you're happy or sad?
I've never been happy or sad in my entire life. I wanna die someday.
This guy's hopeless!
Anyway, let's explore this new route.
Let's go. Alright. Very trippy, by the way, this whole cathedral. Hopefully it's the correct route this time. Let's move it, master. Let's move it, boy. Alrighty. Have we learned anything new, by the way, in the profiles about, oh, we have. Got some new pictures of Vivia. He's always lying down. Hard pillows living. Yeah, I feel that more often than he knows. Personality can be described as self-indulgent. Yeah, it's kind of bad that I'm most related to Vivia. You know how nice it would be to have the ghost form? I don't really care about spying on people, but it's more, you know, I can just walk around without anybody seeing me. Because I don't want to talk to anybody. Being a loner.
When you think about who could get past security, the only option we know of is Amapao.
True. And that's how we were able to get through security ourselves.
But it's just a toy robot, right? How is it related to the case?
I don't know yet, but since Amapal can get through security, it must be important.
Bum 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 bum. Okay, theories. I have nothing. I don't know what the theories are, if I'm being honest with you.
It's sealed off here, too.
Hey, there's an intercom. Maybe someone will respond if you use it.
No way. Huh? Doctor?
Huh? Wait. What the? Wait. Who are you? Help! Somebody come help me!
Isn't this the footage of when the doctor was attacked?
So he did say, "Who are you?"
Yeah, you're right.
The mystery materialized. Must be related to what the doctor just said. So the question is, who did the doctor say, "Who are you?" to?
Would he really say Amapao? I don't think so.
Well, I'll leave it to you.
I don't get how you can keep reading at a time like this.
Okay, I mean, is this another trick question? Isn't it just the culprit? Oh god. He wouldn't say, "Who are you?" to Amapao, because chances are he knows what Amapao is. He wouldn't say it to no one. I feel like it's another stupid trick question. Yes, I know, but I think it's a trick question. I think they're gonna get me. Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
I certainly understand why you'd want to choose that. But wasn't security active at that point?
He really said it to no one?
I considered all the various possibilities, but I couldn't figure out a way to get past the security. If I'm right, then there is no basis to infer that someone had entered the doctor's lab at this point, which means you can't say the doctor was directing those words to the culprit.
Yeah, that...
Okay, this better not be Amapel. Like, this really better not be Amapel. Okay, good. So he's, what, he was faking it? You fucking loser? I don't know, I'm letting it get me so upset.
Does that mean we found the right answer? Huh? So the right answer is no one? Why would the doctor say, "Who are you?" if no one was there?
The security was still active at the time, so no one could enter the doctor's lab, right? And that was before I borrowed Amapel. So the only explanation is that no one was there.
So, oh god. What was the doctor's motive? I think this has something to do with him wanting to escape Amaterasu. Like, maybe, like, he was... somehow escape Kanai Ward. Because wasn't that his intention?
Why would he say that if no one was there?
I think if we go there, we'll find the answer.
What? That route's obviously just a side road. Who cares what the old geezer was thinking anyway?
But it looks like this is the only way we can go. Besides, I am curious about what was going through his mind. It could be an important factor in solving the mystery behind this case.
Still, being forced to take a side route is too much trouble.
Sigh. Sigh, sigh, sigh. So maybe he was working with somebody? Or probably. Okay, let's take the side route, fine.
So, Master, do you have an idea about what the geezer was thinking?
Not yet, but I think it has to do with why he said, "Who are you?" I think the doctor was putting on an act.
An act? Really?
The doctor put on an act for a reason, but I have no idea why. We have to figure that out by going down this doctor's motive route.
Okay. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I still think it was, I don't know. I still think it was trying to get out of Kanai Ward. Some sort of sussery.
He's here too?
You rats keep scurrying around. Do you really think you'll discover Dr. Weska's motive this way? Good luck with that, morons! He had no motive at all!
Well, he said there's nothing here. Let's head back.
We can't do that!
If he's trying to block our path, then this route must be important.
Nah, fine.
I'm only here because you maggots pissed me off. So, I'm gonna end you here and now!
Definitely email
This was
records.
all part of-
I can already tell you it's this one. Email records of Dr. Weska. Yeah, this is definitely it.
The doctor's plan? He didn't have a plan at all.
False.
That exchange on the intercom wasn't an act. There was no reason to put on a show. The doctor misunderstood.
Misunderstood what? Misunderstood what?
You probably don't know this. Wesker
Wow,
put
what a
his soul
troll
into his
fucking
work.
thing.
The research was going well. The doctor was loyal to
Yeah, that's definitely not true.
Amaterasu.
Gotcha, bitch. I knew it was that one. See, getting my A game back. I just had a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a roadblock.
No, the doctor was planning on betraying Amaterasu Corporation. He was trying to escape Kanai Ward. He said so in the messages he wrote.
You little...
Easy clap. The question is, who is he working with? I still think it's that researcher. I think it's the researcher who was the girlfriend of Yako.
Rebuttal? What was that? What was he trying to deny? Why was he covering up the doctor's motives?
It seems that this case involves the inner workings of Amaterasu.
Right. The doctor was going to betray Amaterasu. And whoever he was emailing knew that. So the doctor locked himself in the lab to protect himself from that person.
Perhaps the doctor's act had something to do with that.
Uh-oh. You know what this means. No, oh, never mind. Thought it was gonna be another minecart thing.
It's the security gate. Everything's locked up.
Which means this is a complex problem. We have to choose the right door and insert the correct solution key.
This is way more hassle than before. Guess I'll leave it to you, Yuma.
As always.
Okay, I think it's blackouts, because I am going off that one solution key we have. Which was like, oh, I saw somebody at the... Yeah, this one. Yeah, see? Turn the power back on. I think it must have been this one. Under the darkness.
Oh,
Uh-huh. I think I'm gonna start making these videos longer, by the way. 45 minutes is too short for me. I don't know. Let's see. Wait, what? What is diagrams? Oh, he was gonna swap places with somebody. Ah. That's why he had the doctor's notes. That's actually, that's a neat little twist, if it's correct. That's what I mean, man. I like this case. This case has lots of little tidbits.
I knew I could let Yuma handle it.
are you sure you aren't a phantom?
So the doctor tried to swap places with someone else to escape from Amaterasu. The notes he left behind in the lab hinted at his plan.
You mean the diagram with the sulfuric acid being poured on someone?
Yeah, he was going to swap places with a corpse, then melt it with acid. He wanted to disfigure it beyond recognition. That's how he planned to fake his own death.
At the very least, it'd buy him enough time to escape Kanai Ward. Or so he thought.
Wow! Melting a corpse with sulfuric acid? Yay! So cool and grotesque! So who was the substitute supposed to be?
Maybe the hitman. The doctor was under surveillance by Amaterasu, but he was still looking for a chance to escape. When he learned a hitman was after him, he figured his chance had arrived. The doctor was hoping to use the security system to kill the hitman and use the body as a decoy.
Now that I think about it, the doctor did seem to be waiting for the hitman to arrive.
The hitman hasn't arrived yet. When will he show up? Don't tell me this so-called first-rate hitman was captured by peacekeepers.
But the hitman never did show up. That's why the doctor had a sudden change of plans.
And that was the act he put on by asking, "Who are you?"
Perhaps that was a trap to lure you in, Yuma.
He was trying to lure Master?
He considered taking advantage of the detectives, since the hitman never showed up. So if he called for help, he would charge into the lab, not knowing anything about the security system, and thereby acquire the corpse he needed as his decoy.
That seems overly complicated. Like those guys who overthink asking girls out.
I don't do that. Go. No, what am I doing? Don't say that anymore.
Couldn't have used another researcher. Someone would have noticed their absence. He needed visitors. People from outside to pull it off.
People from outside. Outsiders? Okay. That's what I mean. I like this case. It's lots of good stuff that's not entirely easy to keep track of, which I like. Keeps
So
it
if
fun.
I didn't know about the security and had rushed into the lab.
You'd be a super sexy skeleton right now. Aw, so close.
You want that?
But the doctor's plan failed, and he actually got boom killed by the hitman. I get what he was trying to do, but what about the impossible murder?
Assuming the attack on the doctor was just an act when we saw him through the intercom, we at least know for sure the real attack hadn't happened yet.
In other words, the culprit entered the lab after that exchange.
He entered the lab. He definitely entered the lab after the Amapal thing, because they put such an emphasis on that. They were like, "Oh, yeah, you have to stop here. Sorry, the Amapal, you know, blah blah blah. It takes forever to move." So while we were opening the door, he came in, killed him, and left.
So the problem is, when did they actually enter?
Where are we?
This place is a real mystery. Then again, I suppose that checks out.
Huh? Shinigami?
Yeah! Master, this looks like an important turning point! So, is that your final answer?
I haven't said anything yet.
True. 100% true.
Master, you need to narrow down the timing for when the culprit got inside.
Also, these are very cute little stick figures, or stick. What do you call these again? Where they're on the stick? I don't know what those are.
Now then, here's our fateful fork in the road. It's life or death. We are at the crossroads of mystery and solution. This earth-shattering choice may be your last. Now, Master, which one will you choose?
False. I mean true. I mean true. I meant true. Yes. Yes. This has to be the answer. It has to be.
When I directed Amapal to go into the doctor's lab, he already had a knife stuck in him, which means he was murdered before Amapal entered the doctor's lab.
Your answer? Is correct! Congratulations, Master! Would you like to double down?
What are you talking about? Anyway, let's keep going.
Let's keep it going. So it just comes down to who's who. Now that we pretty much know the situation, I think. So it just comes down to who is doing what at what point. Who is being a sussy baka?
But we still don't know how yet. It had to be between when we spoke to the doctor over the intercom and when Amapal entered his lab. During that time, the culprit entered the doctor's lab and murdered him.
So the most likely time would be when you went to borrow Amapal, Master. The culprit had to have entered the lab then.
But Fubuki waited at the front chamber while Desuhiko and I went to borrow Amapal. She said no one entered or left the lab.
Bit sussy from Fubuki. There's also still that Fubuki time thing, because remember she used a time slot. Or she used her time power after, but that was after we were escaping, to be fair.
Huh? We're back on the original path.
Maybe you're supposed to try opening that door now.
I'm sure that from here on out, it's not just about when, but also how the culprit got in. Yuma, there's no need to push yourself if things get too hard.
No, I can do it. I'm going to solve it.
This is A map of the critical lab.
So we have to determine where the culprit was before the murder.
We'll have to solve them one at a time. Let's start with this mystery.
If we know where the culprit was before they got in, this route will be clear too. Do you know where, Yuma?
Spot selection. I still think it's this one. Right there. What? That's really not where it was? Wait, what do you ask? Where's the culprit before the crime was committed? There? The fuck? I don't remember that, like, the pattern.
One detective was always in the front
Yes,
chamber.
yes. This one?
Here.
Okay, that was stupid. That was a dumb one, okay? Whatever.
Must have been here.
There's too many technicalities, too many little bullshit here and there.
Yay! It opened!
Okay, you know, it's too stupid. Anyway. That's fine, we'll continue this next time, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Getting pretty close, I think. I mean, maybe another hour and a half of this one, so... I may just make an extra long video next time, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. But that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it.